Hey guys, what's up? Hi everyone, this is Ananya, your SST Master Teacher at Vedantu for Social Science. Guys, before I start with this topic, if you people are new, do not forget to subscribe to this channel and also hit the like button because there is a lot of free content you will find in this particular channel. Alright? Chalo, thank you so much in advance. By the way, guys, without any further delay, let's get started with this video. People, in this video I'm going to teach you guys some of the most important keywords from the chapter people as a resource. Now guys, you already know I made many videos on the most important keywords from almost all the chapters. All right, so I want you guys to watch those videos. Cool, that will help you to face the question or to solve the questions coming from your coming in your term one examination. All right, chalo, without any further delay guys, let's get started with this video. Guys, before I start with this video, the main topic about some of the important keywords, let me tell you about the JEE mains result of 2021. Guys, these are the toppers only from Vedantu. Guys, you can also be a part of Vedantu and you guys can also be a part of such similar leaderboard. Yes. How you guys can do that will guide you at the end of this session. But let's get started with this topic of people as a resource. All right. The first important word, the term which I'm going to tell you now is resources. People, what are resources? Anything which is available in my surrounding, in the environment, which is used to satisfy human needs. For example, this laptop or the camera or like watch, this t-shirt, these are resources. Simple. Let's have a look on the definition what is given on the screen. Any material which can be transformed in a way that it becomes more valuable and useful is known as a resource. Like for example, wood is converted into paper. So that is a resource. I hope you're understanding. So anything which is available in my surrounding, in the environment, which is used to satisfy our needs, that is termed as a resource. Cool? Clear? Next one. Human resources. Guys, human resources means people as a resource. People, let me tell you, human as a resource are the most important resources. We have the upper hand as compared to the resources which are available in our environment. Okay, so we are more important as compared to the natural resources. Why? Because of the skills which we have, the ability which we have. With the help of the skills, the knowledge, the ability which we have, we convert the natural resources into more usable form. Are you understanding? Like for example, wood is a natural resource. It is converted into a paper. It is done by humans. So people are also considered as a resource. In fact, we are the most important resource. Simple. Let's have a look on the definition. People as a resource is a way of referring to a country's working people in terms of their existing productive skills and abilities. All right. Next one, skilled worker. Guys, there are two types of workers, skilled and unskilled workers. Okay, who are skilled workers? I will also give an example. A skilled worker is one who has proper training and education to work in a particular field. Like let's take an example for construction of building, for its designing, for its maintenance, we need a civil engineer. I'm just giving an example. So here civil engineer comes under the category of skilled worker. I'm not a civil engineer, all right. So I cannot maintain or design or I cannot construct the building. Are you guys getting it? So civil engineer comes under the category of skilled worker. It is not like I'm an unskilled worker. No. Okay. So who is a skilled worker? A skilled worker is one who has proper training and education to work in a particular field. So a civil engineer is properly trained, is given education, he possesses such kind of skills to perform that particular task. Simple. Clear? Okay. Guys, before I move ahead, let me tell you, in between the session, I'm going to ask you a few questions. So do let me know the answers in the comment section. This will help me to understand how seriously you guys are attending my session. All right. Chalo, next one. Economic activities. The activities through which someone earns money is known as economic activity. All those activities that give income to the people are called economic activities. Guys, economic activities are further classified into two: market activities, non-market activities. What are market activities and non-market activities? We'll tell you in this particular video. So try to stay till the end of this session. Next one, primary activities. Okay, the activities through the activities in which people are involved into exploitation or using of the natural resources like agriculture, mining, fishing, collection of forest products comes under primary activities. Okay, let me read out the definition what is given over there. These includes those occupations which are closely related to man's natural environment, like agriculture, hunting, so on and so forth. Like I already gave you the examples. Clear? Next one, secondary activities. Guys, secondary activities may we do manufacturing. Simple. All right. So from primary activities, we get raw materials. Those raw materials are taken into industries. They are manufactured and we get a finished product out of it. Like for example, this Vedantu's master teacher t-shirt comes from secondary occupation. Clear? Not the teacher. Okay, so the occupations which produce finished goods. So this is a finished good. By using the products of primary activities, like from primary occupation, we are getting raw cotton. So raw cotton is taken into industry and we are getting a finished product. Simple. So in secondary sector, manufacturing like small scale manufacturing, large scale manufacturing takes place, and construction activities are also included in secondary activities. Next one, third, tertiary activities. Guys, in tertiary activities, nothing is manufactured, nothing is produced. We are getting services like transportation, education, hospitality. Okay, all these comes under tertiary activities. So like the tertiary activities, also called service sector, provides various types of services like transport, education, banking, insurance, health, tourism, so on and so forth. Cool. Next one, unemployment. Simple, jobless, a person who is jobless. It is said to exist when people are willing to work. They are willing to work, but they cannot find any work. Unemployed. Next, disguised unemployment. Guys, it is very common in the rural areas of India. The people who are engaged into agricultural activities, disguised unemployment is very, very common. Let's understand the definition of disguised unemployment. It is a situation in which more people are engaged in an activity than required. Okay, I will give you an example. Let's say there is a small field, let's suppose 1 hectare of land. There is a family of 5. 3 people are sufficient, more than enough to work in that small 1 hectare of land. But because the families of 5, all the 5 members are working in that field. Means 2 people are extra. Their presence or their absence will not affect the production. Simple as that. So let's take an example. If 3 people are working in the field, okay, that is sufficient to work in that small field. But because of families of 5 and all the 5 members are working, so 2 people are extra. Their absence will not affect the production. Guys, this is a very common situation you will find in agricultural sectors. Alright, clear with an example? Good one. Guys, do not forget to like this video, alright, and also subscribe to this channel, and if possible, try to share this video with all your friends. Thank you so much. Next, seasonal unemployment. Let's see what seasonal unemployment means. It is a type of unemployment under which people are employed during some parts of the year, not for the entire year, not for the whole year. Some part of the year they are employed and remain without work during the rest of the year. So there are few months in a year wherein these people are not employed. Like for example, this is a very common situation once again in agricultural sector, like during harvesting, planting, threshing. During these activities, the laborers are employed. Other than that, they are unemployed. So that is seasonal unemployment. So for some period of time in a year, when the people do not have any work, that is seasonal unemployment. Cool? Clear? Next one. Literate. A person who can read and write above the age of 7 in any one language. That person is referred to as a literate person. Alright? So according to the census of 2001, a person aged 7 years and above who can read and write with understanding in any language. Next. Okay, people, I want you guys to tell me the first question. I want you guys to tell me the literacy percentage of India. Okay. Right now, what is the literacy level of India right now? All right. Productivity. Guys, productivity means output. So productivity is the output of goods and services compared to the inputs used. I repeat, productivity is the output of goods and services as compared to the inputs used. Like what are inputs? Raw material, labors, machines. These are the inputs. Okay. So after applying all these inputs, what is the output? Okay, that is productivity. Like if I give you an example, the productivity is always less in primary sector. Like the input is always more, the output is always very less as compared to secondary and tertiary sector. Next, market activities. So as I told you, economic activities can be classified into two activities: market activities and non-market activities. I will make it very, very simple for you. In market activity, the person earns money. In non-market activity, the person is not earning money, but the production is for the self-consumption. So whatever is produced in non-market activity, it is not for sale, it is for self-consumption. So that is non-market activity. But in market activity, the production takes place to sell the products in the market to earn money, to earn profit, to earn remuneration. That is payment. That is market activity. Simple? Okay, I will read it and let's understand. What are market activities? Market activities involves those activities which are performed basically for the purpose of sale in the market, and that includes remuneration or profit. Remuneration means payment. Second question, I want you guys to tell me, give me one example of market activities and one example from non-market activities. So non-market activities are those activities which are carried out for self-consumption. All right. So the first question was the literacy level of India right now. I want you guys to tell me the percentage of literacy in India. Second example of market activities. Third, the example of non-market activities. Next, quality of population, guys. What is quality of population? The quality of population depends upon literacy rate, life expectancy, the skills of the people, so on and so forth. People population basically can be divided into two: quantity and qualitative aspect. Guys, try to understand. Qualitative aspect is very, very important. All right. So the quality of population depends upon the education level of the people, the life expectancy. Guys, as of now, the expected life of a person in India is like slightly above 68 years. I guess it is 68.3 years, the life expectancy of Indians. So that is the expected life of a person in India. So guys, once upon a time, the life expectancy of Indians was 41 years, and now it is like just slightly above 68 years. So that is a positive indicator that the quality of population is improving in India. Great. Guys, I hope you understood all these terms. If yes, do let me know in the comment section. Now guys, something very, very important for everyone, especially the people who are new to this channel. All right. Guys, the people who are old, who are already part of our Vedantu's Pro subscription, you can leave the session if you want to leave. The students who are new, this is something amazing and you guys are missing a very, very important part. So I want you guys to stay for the next few minutes so that I will guide you how you can take our Pro subscription and how you can be a part of our long-term batches. Guys, if you are a part of our long-term batches, there are many, many advantages. First of all, guys, Vedantu is the only organization which is giving you the promise of improvement. Means it says that if improvement doesn't take place, as per your expectations. Whatever fees you have given to Vedantu, entire fees will be returned back to you. This promise Vedantu gives you. Other than that, guys, there are many advantages. Unlimited live sessions. Like this is a recorded session. Over there, every session is going to be live session. As you know, your first term examination is purely MCQ based. Guys, on Vedantu's platform, after every 5 to 10 minutes of every subject, of every session, we take practice of MCQs. I will also show you the proof. Don't worry. And guys, while you participate in these quizzes, okay, you actually compete with the students throughout the world, because students in Vedantu are from different places of this world. Now, if you miss out the session due to any reason, maybe due to power cut, maybe due to poor connectivity, you can watch the replays. And guys, these replays are going to be interactive replays. Means you can still participate in the quizzes. You can find your name on the leaderboard. Are you guys getting it? Now, not only this, you can even download the notes. How? I will show you how you can download the notes, which are made by your master teachers. The most amazing part, you can ask unlimited questions, not only during the class, but after the class also. Continuously tests are taken, assignments are given to you. Not only this, micro courses and crash courses. Do you know what are these? Micro courses are basically topic specific courses. Let's take an example. You attended People as a Resource. You attended my live session of People as a Resource. You watched the replay also. Now you feel that you want to once again attend a live session of People as a Resource. Guys, you can take the micro course of that topic, and no extra fees you have to pay for that. Crash courses are revision courses. Do you need to pay extra for these micro courses and crash courses? No. Okay, how many micro courses and crash courses you can attend? Unlimited. People, all these benefits you will not get on YouTube. This is the difference. How you can take this? Guys, the link is there in the description box. If you scroll down, you'll get show more. Go to description box. I will guide you guys how you can do that. And if you use my coupon code ADPRO, you will get flat 10% off on all the plans. Now, guys, one best thing now I'm going to tell you. Guys, if still you are not prepared for your term one, you will be like, sir, I'm not prepared for the term one examination. Do we have any crash courses for term one? Yes, we have crash courses just for you for term one. Guys, in these crash courses, you will get all the benefits which I said except VIP. When you will get VIP, I will tell you. Guys, all the benefits which I said you for entire crash course term 1 it is just for 5,000 and 5,500 for entire term 1. Achha, what is the difference between light and classic? If you take classic subscription, you will get a doubts app. Means after the class you can ask questions. Now, one thing I would like to give you. Use my coupon code, as you can see over here, apply coupon ADPRO, which I said you earlier. You will get flat 10% off. Do you want to see? Okay. If you apply coupon code over here, the price of 5,000 will come down to 4,500. And the price of 5,500 will come down to 4,950. So just spending 450 rupees extra, you will get a doubts app. After the class, you can ask unlimited questions. Guys, VIP promise is for our long-term batches. Means if you take the subscription for entire year, then you will get the promise. But it should be taken before 30th of September, guys. Alright, but guys, there is some deal. You have to attend minimum 75% of the live classes and minimum 75% of the test should be given. Then we will give you the promise of improvement. Alright, cool. Guys, these are the batches which are soon going to start. You are in 9th. So 27th September, 11th October. We are also coming up with JEE NEET foundation courses, which will start from 11th of October. Okay. Then same for 10th also. NTSC crash courses we have for 10th class. So guys, the link is there in the description box. Will guide you how you can do this, and I will also show you how you can watch the replays. Just hold on. Yeah, guys, this is one of my video on YouTube. By the way, guys, this is an amazing video. Do watch this video on how to remember history dates in 2 minutes. Okay, do like the video also. All right. Okay, this is amazing, guys. All right, please avoid my expressions. Yeah. So guys, if you go to the description box, you will get an option of avail all exciting Vedantu courses. Okay, just click on this link. You just have to select the class, like you guys are in class 9th. If you want to select for like JEE NEET Foundation, grade 9th, CBSE 2021, just click over here. Guys, this is for entire year. Okay, AD Pro is already applied. Okay, let's take an example. If I use my coupon code AD Pro, okay, you will get flat 10% off. Alright, people. So you just have to use the coupon code AD Pro to get flat 10% off. And guys, this is for entire year. If you look at this fees, this is for entire year. By the way, you know the difference between light and classic. Do you know what is plus? You will get a personal mentor. Means a person will be dedicated just for you to help you with all your academic related queries throughout the year. Personal attention. Guys, how you can download the notes, like let me show you. Guys, this is the dashboard which you will get once you enroll to the subscription. This is going to be the dashboard. What you guys are supposed to do, you just have to go to the past sessions. Once you click on the past sessions, you will come across the replay and the get notes wala button. You just have to click on replay. Once you click on replay, see, you can watch the replays.
Poverty. And then if you have any other number, please get back to.
Okay, this is how we ask quizzes.
What does poverty mean?
Okay, during the class, this is how the live session goes on. Then you just have to click on get notes. You can download the notes. All right, with all the explanation and like each and every quiz. So you are automatically prepared for your term 1. From here, you can download the notes. All right, people. So thank you so much, guys. I hope the video, this session was useful to all of you. And if you are new, do not forget to subscribe, like this video, share this video with all your friends if this video was useful for you. Okay, if this video was useful to you, do share this video and do enroll to our subscription. The link is there in the description box. Use my code ADPRO and get flat 10% off. Thank you so much, kids. I'll see you in my next session. Till then, take very, very good care of yourself. Bye-bye, guys. Take care. Jai Hind.